Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Just look at yourself. You're down, sad, and bored. And you'd give anything for the Hunting Quest podcast to be on tonight. It's going to be okay. We've got good news. You're listening to the Wednesday edition of the Hunting Quest. We like hunting and fishing, and you like hunting and fishing. We love anything outdoors, and so do you. Kayaking, hiking, camping, and you want useful and helpful information on the fishing environment locally in the DMV area. Wednesdays will never be the same. This is the Hunting Quest, and this is your host, Mike Tippett.
You know, I really can't believe you still haven't got me on the intro.
I've been lazy ass lately, man.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
It's unacceptable. I mean, these are hostile working conditions.
Yeah. Well, take it up with HR.
Maybe once I figure out how to hit the record button on the first try, we'll...
If you can do that, we'll look into it. But any HR complaints should either be lodged with that little monster that's like right there.
Oh, God.
Or the big monster right there.
I'd take the big monster over the little one.
All right. Or you deal with the little monster who's outside the door and downstairs. You can deal with Allie all you want.
See, I'm still taking Oslo on this one.
All right, it's a good choice.
Yeah, Oslo's got my back, I think.
I would too.
I think either of the other two are just going to beat me up immediately.
Yeah, he kind of likes you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like a lot of people.
Yeah, we're friends. We're homies.
Yeah. He likes Kyle, too.
Yeah.
Loves Kyle, man. So that was cool. So how you been, man?
Oh, you know, just working and talking a little bit before the stream. I bought a grill that didn't work out, and
that sucks, man.
Busy at work.
You gonna give up the name?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't know.
But what are you going with? How's that?
I'm gonna go with the Traeger.
All right, but it wasn't a Traeger.
It was not a Traeger.
Yeah.
I went against the advice of some people, and I believed some of the good reviews on the internet and
that people paid for.
Yeah.
What you drinking? Anything?
I got a Coke. Good old McDonald's fountain Coke.
There you go.
We're getting crazy on a Wednesday night over here.
Right. I think I'm drinking Pacifico.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Those are good.
They are.
I'd take a Pacifico over a Corona or Modelo any day of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
I love them.
For sure. I do. I don't have to put a lemon or lime in it to make it taste good.
Yep.
They just taste good.
Crack them open.
If I want to, put a lemon in there or lime in there,
even better. But
it's
still,
fine.
Yeah.
But I ain't gotta have it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, right on, brother. How you been?
Yeah. So, had a great night on Friday.
Yep.
Had a good time on Saturday. You and me got to go chase after a turkey.
Well,
that was kind of cool.
Kinda. Saw a couple.
Yeah, we saw a couple. Old whitehead there sitting in the middle of a field.
It was pretty exciting just riding down the road, and all of a sudden, boom, he's standing there strutting on the side of the road. It's pretty cool.
To be fair, though, you and I were like hoping for that the whole day. So.
Yeah, not like we intentionally didn't take highways all the way there or riding back roads all the way home looking or anything. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, like damn near wrecking. Oh, shit. Look at that. Oh, wow. I got to get back on the road.
I'm on Onyx trying to see who owns the property, if it's private or state land or what it is. And it was a good time.
We found some potential.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I'm still waiting on this Kansas trip.
Dude, it's going to be awesome.
I'm excited.
I think it's going to be epic.
I told my boss today because she was asking me if I was interested in taking a course, and I was like, "When is it?" She was like, "It's in April." I was like, I don't know about that.
In April?
What time in April? And she's like, "Well, there's a few different ones." Like, why? I was like, "Well, I'm going to take a week off in April." She's like, "Why are you taking a whole week off in April?" I was like, "Well, I'm going turkey hunting, She was like, and you have to take a week off. And I was like,
Well,
maybe
my buddy
going.
Mikey.
I may be going to Kansas, so yeah, that would require some time off. And she's like, why are you going all the way to Kansas to turkey hunt? Can't you do that here? I was like, you don't understand. There's different
Not for Rios.
there's different species and all this stuff. She's like, there's different species of turkey. I was like, yeah, there's a couple, and if you shoot all 4 of them, you get some cool stuff. You get your name written down,
right?
And you get to display all 4 different fans.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm trying to shoot all 4 of them. She's like,
right?
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I was like, so I can take the leave in April?
What's cool?
And she's like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, yes.
Oh, look at that.
Let's go.
We need to have her on the podcast. Yeah, man. I'm excited about it. So we talked about doing the Mark Twain too.
Yeah, still need to look into that.
I've started to. There's not a lot of information that I've found so far as turkey hunting, because it's bow only.
Okay.
But turkey hunting, Mark Twain, all of that. But I've heard mixed reviews on it too, which is kind of sad because I don't know, that's like epic there in my opinion. Or I won't say epic, but it's like that place you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to hunt there, like George Washington. Want to hunt there. It's just different places. It's like going to fishing, down in Missouri or in the Ozarks.
Yep.
Being able to fish there and say, hey, I did that.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you caught a thing, but you did it.
Yeah, all those lakes down there are pretty. Table Rock.
Oh, God, yeah.
I loved fishing Taneycoma. We used to go every year and fish trout. So much fun.
I want to go.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I trying to convince my wife to go down there and fish the Ozarks, but the problem with my issue is that you get in there and it's like you got to have a boat to get to anywhere.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not hauling a bass boat, or for that matter, any kind of boat from here to the Ozarks. So now you got to rent one.
Well,
ooh, rent one. Good for me to say. I didn't get drinking that much, man.
You got there. Those Pacificos, man.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. But no, that's I wanted she and I to go out and go fishing for a week or maybe a weekend, long weekend or something like that, and just camp. You got to rent a boat, then you got to rent a place to stay because as much as I like my new flated camper, I don't think she's going for that for a week.
I don't think she'd go for sleeping in the back of your truck for a week.
No, I would enjoy the hell out of it.
Oh yeah,
she would not.
Well, I tell you what, I know my dad right now, which we live just outside of St. Louis, and he's getting the boat running right now for the first. That boat hadn't run in 4 years, and he's redoing all of it because they're going up to the Detroit River this weekend. I think they're going up there for a whole week to fish for some walleye. Which I'm super kind of bummed out that I'm not going. Manny? But hey, because I'm taking a week to go shoot a turkey in Kansas and a couple weeks to go to Canada to duck hunt. So I mean, it works out.
Yeah.
But
priorities, right?
Should have a boat for us to use if we want to go to Missouri and do some fishing. So that'd be good.
Strongly think about using that opportunity.
Oh yeah.
I was when we were at Great American Outdoors, there's a guy up there and he guides like deer and different types of hunts and stuff out of Missouri.
Yeah.
And we got to chit chatting, and the guy, number one, he's hysterical, and he's getting a podcast kind of started. So we're not going to give him the kind of the help there that he needs just yet. But once he kind of gets established, everything's good there. We'll certainly help him. And I want to get him on here because he's just funny as all get out. But they do snagging for paddlefish.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that
on the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh, it's wild.
Well, he's got his own rivers that he goes to.
Okay.
And he said it wasn't on the Mississippi, but he said it. He wouldn't tell me where it's at either. But 100% success.
I believe it.
know how I feel about snagging for paddlefish. It'd be cool. I mean, I'd love to catch one.
It's fun.
Yeah?
It's fun.
I've never caught one.
But
I mean, we don't have them here,
right,
or in the South. I mean,
right.
I guess they do down in Louisiana, but it's not like a big thing. And in Louisiana, you're not going to catch them there. They're more, mid-river.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's what when my dad had said they were going to walleye fish. I got to looking into it. I didn't realize you can catch those on the Mississippi River.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, because I called him back and I was like, why are you idiots going all the way to Michigan? you can drive 45 minutes and put the boat in the water in the Mississippi and run up there and catch them.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I saw that too. I didn't know you could catch them in the Mississippi.
I had no idea.
I think there's a dam. I forget right where that dam is, but I think it's on the north side of that dam, which would put it in the kind of same river tributaries, I guess, of the Detroit River and all that stuff coming down from the Great Lakes and up north. But yeah, I didn't know you could catch those in the Mississippi too.
If my Wi-Fi drops, it's because Marine One Marine One's flying over. So wait, like in the next 20 seconds, if it drops, it'll be back. Didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to let you know so you don't freak out.
Right.
So
I'm still gonna panic anyway.
Did I hit record? I hit record.
Mikey! Oh God, the podcast is broken. Yeah. I'm never gonna get my name in the intro.
All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, no joke though, when like Marine One flies over headed to its location, it'll cut off all the Wi-Fi around me. So always fun.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
so you were saying too, Allie got out and did some fishing.
Yeah.
Is that this week or just after work? And
just after work.
Hell yeah.
She's got so much crap on her plate right now, dude. I mean, if there's anybody on the planet that should be stressed and is stressed, it's her. But number one, she got to put up with my ass.
That's right.
But number two, you're not supposed to agree with her, baby. I would.
Hey, I'm taking Allie's team.
Yeah, good choice. I take Allie's team too, even when it's against me. She's got so much on her plate, man, and she's got work stuff and just general life stuff happening. So, she's trying to get her shit squared away, and her happy place is fishing. So,
absolutely,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you didn't catch anything.
Oh,
that's
all
right.
Doesn't
matter to her.
Yeah, I say I love doing, even deer hunting and all that stuff. It's those mornings, just sitting outside, being by yourself, just quiet, get away from everything for a little bit.
The people don't get that.
No, it's it's special.
If you haven't experienced that, you should.
Yep.
If you've experienced it and you don't understand it, then maybe you don't have the same type of lifestyle that most people who are out there do. Yeah. Right. And that's okay too. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
But if you ask me to sit in here and do a podcast or go outside and stare at the stars
I'm going outside to stare at the stars.
I'm going outside.
Every time.
I mean, every time.
Every time.
So, it kind of goes back to what we talked about this past Friday. We're just kind of cut from a different cloth, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I like to get away from the chaos of cell phones and notifications going off all the time and sitting out there.
That electronic life.
Quiet. No one's bugging you. No chaos going around you.
All I got to do is wake up, head out to the woods.
Yep.
Sit in a tree stand and stay awake.
Yep. Drink some coffee. Eat a zebra cake. It's great.
Oh, no. So now I see what kind of guy you are. Zebra cake.
I'm a big snacks guy, especially deer hunting. Gotta have snacks.
So I don't take snacks with me at all.
See, that's a mistake.
No, I'm a firm believer. If you're spotting, like spot stalk, type stuff, fine.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting in a tree stand, you would be absolutely insane to open up the best Little Debbie product on the planet which is the Star Crunch. So
Okay, fair. Star Crunch are pretty good. I'll give you that.
they're the best.
I don't know about that.
They are the best, hands down, the best. But as soon as you crack those things open, number one, they're going to hear it. So if you pregame and you put it in the Ziploc and you just crack the Ziploc open, you're good to go, right? But they're going to smell that. They're going to smell that delicious morsel of chocolate that you're putting in your mouth, right?
Yeah, that's right. Bring them in.
Nah. The furthest
So
thing from it.
So you're telling me as much as you love a Star Crunch.
I'm not taking it in the stand.
Really?
Yeah, no. That's my reward
for
sitting
after.
in the stand. And I walk to my truck, especially if one's been like sitting on the dashboard or in the seat. It's nice and warm. Oh, nothing better. Yeah, that's my world, man.
Oh, I love. You gotta have a snack.
I agree.
Some little peanut butter crackers or something. Cosmic brownie.
I don't carry them with me to the stand.
Oh.
Water, sure, like in a hydration pack or something like that, or maybe you got something in your backpack or something. That I don't have a problem with that, but I don't carry snacks with me. I don't have a problem with people who do.
I say you'd hate me.
No, I don't.
My backpack walking out to the stand, I got like 3 or 4 granola bars, some peanut butter crackers, cosmic brownies, maybe some Fig Newtons, a bottle of water, maybe a Dr. Pepper if I'm feeling extra fat kid like walking out.
There you go.
You never know. But I guarantee if I'm sitting out there, then that's my thing too, especially in the mornings. Always have a little bit of food at least in my backpack. Because you never know what's going to happen. You can be sitting out there and all of a sudden at 10 o'clock it turns on. About that time you're starting to get hungry and you're like, shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to get out and walk back to the truck and grab that Star Crunch.
No.
Nah, I'm going to eat that granola bar and sit here for another hour.
I'll suffer. That's just me, man. I'll just suffer. What's hunting without a little bit of suffering?
Yeah, that's
I don't know. That's just me, though. But I get it. I'm not going to knock anybody who does. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Nothing against anybody who does. I think it's smart, and there's certain people, from a, glycemic index and, they need that. Yeah. Cool. I'm not going to knock you for it. Go ahead. Stay alive in the stand. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But no, it's just not me. I don't do it. And I go back and I look at like when I first started hunting, and there's a guy who kind of taught me everything in the world that I needed to know about hunting. And his name's Mr. Brock, and his kids I still hunt with. He's great, good friends, with them. But I see him occasionally, but he would do potted meat and the Vienna sausages on a cracker.
Oh.
And that's what you could bring to the stand with you. That's it.
Oh.
So,
yeah, no,
now,
I'd rather just be hungry.
Yeah. Well, I like the Vienna sausages in barbecue sauce.
Oh, Mikey.
That's the only ones I can eat.
Mikey.
With a cracker.
Oh, Mikey.
Hey, there's still cracker. Put that on a cracker, dude.
I couldn't do it. I had Spam for the first time this year. At 24, I had Spam for the first time.
You never had? Wow.
Never had it until this year. Rebecca made me get it because she wanted it for breakfast. She's like, what, you don't like Spam? I was like, I've never had it. Like, I don't know. It just always grossed me out. Like, I didn't want it. Dude, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
There's a reason why that's the #1 imported item into Hawaii.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Them Samoans know how to eat.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, it's one of those things, like, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. Yeah. But if it was there and it fried up, yeah, I'm eating it.
Yeah. Well, so I kind of had the precursor to that with fried bologna sandwiches.
Yep.
And if you're poor, you understand what fried bologna is, right? And then you have people like my wife. She never had a fried bologna sandwich in her life. So she thought it'd be a cool idea to help me remember my childhood with making fried bologna sandwiches. If you've ever bought bologna, it's got the little plastic wrapper.
Yep.
She didn't take it off. She cooked it with it on there.
Oh, my God.
What the hell is that smell? It smells like freaking plastic burning. And I'm looking, And she goes, look, it's bubbling up. You need to come over here and put it. I was like, I look, and I'm like, you can throw that away.
Yeah, we
Probably
ain't
a pan
that.
too.
Yeah. Oh,
It was bad. But to her credit, she stuck with it, made some more.
Yeah, it's the thought that
Turned out
counts.
really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna sit here and gripe about somebody else cooking me food. So
Yeah. That's what I had brought a piece of jalapeno cheddar summer sausage into work, and I cut it up on the plate and passed it around the room, and everyone's eating it. And I turned around. I was like, "So what do you guys think?" My buddy goes, "The casing's a little tough."
Oh no!
And I was like, "What do you mean casing? It doesn't have a casing. What are you talking about, casing?" And I look, and there's none of the little wraps sitting on the plate. And I'm like, "Did you guys eat the plastic?" And they're like, "Where was the plastic?" I was like, "Dude, that wasn't casing. That was plastic." And they're like, "Oh, shit." I was like, "Oh my God, you guys are idiots." Just can't give people nice things, man.
This is.
And he was the best. He was so genuine about it. He's like, "Dude, like it tasted really good, but that casing was like, I don't know. The casing was just weird. Like it was real chewy. Like you couldn't bite through it."
What? This is why you can't have nice things.
Right. I was like, there was no casing, dude. It's a summer sausage. What do you mean?
Oh God.
Like, oh Jesus.
Oh. Well, I can tell you, man. I'm crying. That's too funny. So we have like if I get my deer processed, I take it to this Amish guy.
Yeah.
His name's Reuben, and his wife hand makes the cheese. They put jalapenos that they grow into it.
Oh, I bet that stuff is amazing,
dude. I don't know why I didn't have some out on Friday. I have no idea why I didn't bring out like snack sticks. And honestly, I think I do know why.
I see how it is.
No, I think what it was in my mind is that's like Allie's thing.
Yeah.
So you have to fight her for it. And, like she's the prep queen when it comes to, hosting, right?
Yep.
I can pick out the bourbon. She's got the pizzas.
She's got the pizzas, the veggie trays, the cups, plates.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's her way of saying you're not getting.
Yep.
You're not getting my summer sausage, and you're not getting my snack sticks.
Hey, fair enough.
I don't know.
I'd be protecting that stuff too. I don't know.
She does.
I'd have to really like somebody before I break that stuff out.
Well, I like at least one person at that table.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's just not right.
I'm not naming names.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, speaking of Friday, we had an epic podcast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Really excited about it. I've dropped the ball. Haven't gotten it all fixed and edited. And
so it's the first podcast we've had to edit.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fair.
Because it had a pee break in the middle.
That's fair.
So, and I get it, as far as releases, and I'm not upset about it. I think it's, you got a real job. This is a fun job, right?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the other thing too is I would rather take my time and do it correctly or to the best of my ability, because it's probably still not correct, but to the best that I know how to do it. Just because of the quality of conversation and having Kyle there, having Travis there, doing it in person, to do it some justification as opposed to just slapping it together just for the sake of getting it out.
Yeah.
And then work.
I think it was cool, man.
Yeah, I had a great time Friday.
And for those of you kind of wondering, we'll put it up on Friday. It's both Benny and myself have got stuff going on Friday, so you'll see this Friday. So
you never know what day it actually is,
right? But that's the one with Kyle Ott.
Yep.
And I tell you, folks, I met a lot of really, really interesting and truly educated people in the hunting industry, that individual is top notch.
Yeah.
Hands down, friendly, unique in that, he's, we talked about it earlier, we're kind of cut from a different cloth.
Yep.
And it was cool to see all four of us, yourself, Kyle, Travis, and myself, all at the same table.
Yeah.
And the conversation went for a while, but it's because what we are
naturally going.
Yeah.
And I think the other really cool part to me is, kind of stepping up to this next level of the outdoor world. Travis has always been my mentor through that.
Sure.
And to see the way that Travis, respects Kyle and holds him to such a high degree meant a lot to me, for sure. So it was a really cool thing, I think, to be a part of.
Hands down. He talked about it when he got here. He's like, I used to hunt over here in your backyard.
Yeah.
And he knew same people, same everything.
Yeah.
But as far as an outdoors person goes, man, holy crap, that dude is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's going to come back. We talked to him. He's coming back. So he's going to do, if we can really talk him into it, I want him to do like a 3-part series. This one really didn't do a lot as far as calls and education. It was just it's just a good time.
Just
a good
drinking bourbon and eating cookies and pizza and talking. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We definitely drank some bourbon too. But I mean, as a good host, that's what you should do, right?
Yeah. That was a good time.
Bring out the good bourbon we had a good time. So you got to pay attention to the podcast and kind of get out there. But hopefully y'all will enjoy it. It's a good podcast. It's long, but it's good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about an hour and a half, hour 45, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a long one, but
it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, we were losing track of time and just talking.
Oh God, yeah. Pee break.
And we're like, holy crap, we've already done an hour?
Yeah.
We're not even close to wrapping up this conversation.
No,
and
not at all.
Screw it. Hit record and just
Keep
let
going.
it go. Yeah, it was fun.
So that was a good time, man.
Absolutely.
So we talked about that. We got a little bit of time left, don't we?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes here.
So it's spring-ish.
Yeah. It's trying to be.
It's trying to be. The water's warming up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to hit like 37 or 38 degrees tonight here. But it's like 60, 70 degrees in the afternoon. So,
yep.
These shifts are kind of wild, but it's springtime.
Yep.
And that's a good thing for the fish, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you talked about your dad going up, doing some walleye fishing, Allie getting out, doing some fishing. Obviously we can't break the kayaks out. I'm not about that.
No.
I'm not going to hit the river anytime soon. But, local ponds, if you live in a, HOA and they've got a pond, get out there. The fish are biting.
Oh, yeah.
But
because they're starting to move up.
They're
starting to move up. Bass are starting to
changing.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, this is especially like bass fishermen and stuff. This is a exciting time of year. This is like my favorite time of year to be bass fishing. Is that early spring when they're first starting to come up and looking for food. I
won't say it's my favorite, but I think that there's two parts to this. My favorite's when topwater comes in.
Yeah.
I'm a topwater fisherman, hands down. It is the most exciting part of fishing to me.
Yeah.
Right. No discredit to any other thing, but springtime fishing really tells you, how good you are.
Yeah.
Because it's hard catching a fish in the spring.
Yeah.
And you kind of look at it from that, I look at it from that perspective and I'm like, every spring is my, look back and say, hey, this is what I learned last year.
Mm-hmm.
And look at all the things that I was able to take from last year and bring it into the spring, see how it goes,
Right.
So that's kind of my take, but what's your world, man? If you're spring fishing, you're up in Maryland or Virginia, what are you going to go with?
See,
Four lures.
See, the water's still probably not quite there, but I do love throwing that early morning topwater chatterbait. Just get something ripping the surface up on the off chance. Those mornings when it starts coming in are something else. When that sun,
I'd say more times than not, you're never going to get anything. But when you do.
But on the off chance that it does, when you watch that bass come up and rip the surface open and grab onto that,
springtime,
man,
they're hungry.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
But so I'll usually start out with that, throw that for maybe an hour. Depending on how big the lake is, I'll, work a half of the lake or work all the way around the lake if it's a small one. And then at that point, I'll probably switch over to like a, what's it called?
Worm?
Yep. Yeah.
Chatterbait?
Thank you.
Jerkbait?
Worm. I really like the wacky worms. I got the little Bass Pro rubber band thing that clips them in the middle, so you hook it through the rubber bands instead of through your plastics.
Everything.
Oh my God!
Saves some freaking worms, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And I'll switch over to that. Usually, just no weight, just let it fall real slow.
Jump it on the bottom or let it sit.
No, I just jump it back in on the bottom and
almost like a drop shot.
Yeah, same concept. Or Texas rig, any of that kind of stuff to get them down to the bottom and just kind of slow hop them across the bottom.
Gotcha.
And really,
I like the wacky rigs, but I like keeping them like a foot off the bottom.
Yep.
With the wacky rigs, and then just wiggle.
Yep.
So when they're kind of sitting over the top and they're kind of bouncing a little bit, I get more success there. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
So,
I say, and
whereas
it's one of those things, and that's the fun thing about fishing too. Is you go out and you have something that slayed them yesterday, or slayed them in the same spot last year, and you go out and it's not working, and then all of a sudden you throw on another 1/8 of an ounce of weight, and it changes everything. And
like my pond up here, I fish in this heavily pressured pond called Cedar Lake. Sleater Lake, not Cedar Lake. But Sleater, when you get into Sleater early, the fish aren't pressured as bad. So, you can kind of get in there, you can catch some fish, and it's great. What worked, this week, 2 weeks later, will not work because there's so many different people out there throwing the same thing.
Right.
Once the fish catch it and they're like, I'm not doing that again, you got to come up with something a little bit different, So
and that's the fun thing about it, you could throw the same exact crankbait, but a different color, and smash them.
Oh yeah.
You could
and
throw.
It all depends on.
Right. You could throw
clines or who
blue.
knows.
Right. How windy it is. What the water surface is doing. How sunny it is. If it's raining. If it's whatever
Overcast,
the case is,
whatever
changes
it is.
everything so dramatically.
Yeah.
Which you can go out with your bobber and worm and catch them, and don't get me wrong, I love doing that on some
thing, right?
Oh yeah,
Lindsay's a bobber and a bobber and hook person.
Which hey, I can't blame her. You get a cooler full of beer and a bobber and a bucket of worms and go out and catch bluegill all day. It's a damn good time.
Right there.
That's a damn good time.
Laying down some slabs.
Oh yeah, that's a good time. But
yeah,
it's all part of the appeal of. It kind of goes back to everything: fishing, hunting, all of it. It's kind of that chase.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. If there was one lure that caught a fish every time, everyone would be using it.
Yep.
So that's all part of learning and growing. And I was about to get beat up.
Brave.
Ooh, boy.
You see her, right?
Pick her head up like, Dad, I'm about to beat him up.
What is this fool doing? I won't look at him for right now.
This is my side of the room.
It's straight up prison rules in here with her.
Oh shoot. Well, that puts us like right at the 35 mark.
All right.
We got more.
Well, I will tell you my 3, and then we'll cut it.
Yeah.
loose.
So what's your go-to?
A worm on a wacky rig.
Yep.
But I do it with like a drop shot, so it stays about a foot off.
Yep.
Right. You can do it with a Texas rig or whatever. As long as you're aware of where the bottom is and you're kind of coming up and you're staying off that bottom.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. This time of year, hands down, and it's the only time I fish them, is a jerkbait.
Yeah.
And snatch, and don't move it.
Yep.
Right? I mean, like, I'll not messing with anything, but it's like quick 3 quick snatches and then leave it for a good, 5, 6, 10 seconds.
Yep.
And then snatch them again. And so that's kind of, my thing there. And if the water's kind of nice, but you got an overcast day, crankbaits all the way. But I'm a crankbait person.
Yeah. So
I'll throw a crankbait in the middle of the fall when I should be throwing a frog or something like that. I don't care. I'm a crankbait fool. So those are my 3. What do they call it? PSA. Get your fishing poles over to your local bait shop. Get them, restrung, get them looked at, get them serviced.
Yep.
They're going to get packed. They're going to have a lot of other people doing the same things. I know out at Davis Guns and Gear, Mark is going to be smashed with trying to get, rods and reels cleaned and ready to go, restrung. So I encourage you to get your stuff out, check your poles.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Check
get
the
it all,
eyes.
get it all untangled and unwrapped, and oh yeah, it's always a good time this time of year.
And look at your eyes. You look at the eyes on your rod, because they're porcelain. Oh, well, some of them are porcelain. Make sure they're not busted. Make sure your eyes are still round. All that stuff. So, PSA there. Make sure you're doing that. And I saw the St. Croix combo rods at Reels.
Did you?
Oh God.
Where'd you see them at?
I won't tell you, because I got to go get one.
All right.
Mark and Anna have some.
Do they?
Over at Davis Guns and Gear, but I'm not a box store fan, so I'm not going to tell them.
Right.
I'm not going to advertise for them, but check your local bait and tackle that sells St. Croix, or go on to St. Croix's website and look at what they got.
Yeah.
They are sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out here in a minute for sure.
I bet you will. So that's kind of my 2 cents on fishing. So
hell yeah.
How'd we do?
I think we did pretty all right.
I like that.
I don't know, man. I just work for Mikey, work for Travis. I work for whoever.
Yeah.
Intro or not.
Working on it. I gotta get it fixed. Honestly, man, it no discredit to you. I've just had a million things on my plate, man. I'll get it fixed.
I don't care. I'm just giving you shit.
Oh, I do. I care.
At this point, it's more fun to complain about than it is to actually have my name in the intro.
Yeah, well, when it happens, you'll be like,
yes.
What do I have to talk about?
Yeah, it's like, well, now how do I open
remind
up
you
the
every
podcast?
week, hey, that's got your name in it now.
Shit. Well, on that note.
There you go. All right, folks. Well, it's spring. Get outside. Go fishing.
Do some fishing.
Don't look at the weather. Just go.
Just go. Yeah. Get off work. Go fishing. Throw a pole in your car, truck, whatever you got.
Yeah.
Go fishing. Check out the Instagram. We'll be putting some stuff up there, some pictures for the Kyle Lot podcast coming this weekend. And
that's Friday, right?
Yeah, it'll be Friday, either 6:30 or 7, probably 7 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
So 6 Central.
Cool.
Get that uploaded to all the
good listen.
Yeah, it's a good one. So
yeah.
On that note, we'll see y'all
there, Benny.
next week.
You've been listening to The Hunting Quest, the Wednesday edition. Another hour of the best talk about hunting and fishing. Another hour to get tips and to learn something. We're so pumped about the new hour. Make sure to like, rate, and review it. And pass it around to your friends so they know that we're on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To get in touch with the show, you can fire an email to info@thehuntingquest.com. And you can check us out on Instagram and YouTube at The Hunting Quest. Making your Wednesday night complete, this has been The Hunting Quest.